Hey Capricorn, welcome in. It's Heather with Heather's Healing, and I'm here to take a look at November 2025 for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. So welcome in. Welcome to Scorpio season, which is 8th house energy. That is the house of transformation, intimacy, your inner scape, basically. So I thought this month it would be fun to look at your inner world more so than, what's going on around you. So I want to pull a card from this deck looking at the overall energy this month as it relates to you, or theme, ongoing theme. And then we're going to look at what are you avoiding. This will be something that is bubbling to the surface this month. It probably is something that's been coming up for a while. And then I'm going to ask the question, what are your gifts or skills or talents? What's hiding underneath that obstacle? And then your energy at the end of the month if you choose to embrace the obstacle. All right, Capricorn. How are you guys doing? How has November been so far? I hope it's going well. All right, overall energy this month for Capricorn. And then we're going to pull from this deck, asking the question, what are the Capricorns out there avoiding? What are you avoiding? What is the obstacle here? What are you avoiding? I keep hearing truth. Is there some truth that you're avoiding or you don't want to hear? What are you avoiding? What are the gifts that are laying underneath this obstacle? What is the gifts, the blessings that could come out of this situation, obstacle? 2 cards, okay? And if you embrace this energy, what does your energy look like at the end of the month? How do you feel at the end of the month? How do Capricorns feel at the end of the month? Let's see what's going on for Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. 2 cards here. All right, so the overall theme or energy, nice. We've got fulfillment. I like this. I'm also hearing abundance. I like this. What is fulfilling to you? What brings you satisfaction? And maybe that's what you are, searching for. Maybe you're searching for or wondering what fills you up. What brings you great satisfaction? I love this card. It feels very open. It feels spacious. It feels really flexible. And I'm wondering if that's the energy that you are bringing in, or that you are wanting to bring in. What's going on here? What's the obstacle? Yeah, we've got the 4 of Cups here. Kind of a little bit of this character on this card kind of reminds me of a trickster energy. So, and what I was hearing at the very beginning is, what truth are you avoiding? What is causing you to feel disappointment or feel unsatisfied? Why are you feeling unfulfilled? There's something underneath the surface of all of those feelings that will be coming to the surface this month. What is causing you disappointment? This to me feels like it has to do, for some of you, this feels like a relationship. Now, this could be your relationship to what you do for a living. This could be your relationship to or with, a coworker, but it feels like a relationship type of an issue. Something, this will be someone close to you that you interact with on a regular basis. There is some truth there that you aren't wanting to, you don't want to see, you don't want to acknowledge. It could just be that you're feeling really indifferent. Maybe you know it's time to move on, and you've been avoiding that truth. You don't need to make any quick decisions this month. You don't need to rush into anything, but just be really honest with yourself and be really mindful of what is presenting, what's being presented to you this month. Okay, what are the blessings that could come out of acknowledging this obstacle, acknowledging what is going on here, and not, sticking your head in the sand? We've got the 10 of Wands, and we've got the or the 10 of Swords. It's funny I said the page of, or the 10 of Wands. We've got the 10 of Swords, and we've got the Page of Wands in reverse. So what are the blessings that could come out of acknowledging this feeling, this emotion, this disappointment? This is what is causing you to feel burned out, overwhelmed, feeling like you are, what's the word I'm thinking of? Like blocked, like a dead end, like you're at a dead end. Acknowledging whatever this is going to help set you free. So this feels really important, and I would guess this is a feeling that has been going on, or a situation that's been going on for some time. I'm pretty sure you know what this is. The gifts that will come from this is you will feel inspired again. You will have more energy. I don't think you fully understand how much this is draining your energy. It's blocking your creativity. It's almost like it's keeping you from taking the next step or moving forward. So, and again, you don't need to make any quick actions or do anything this month, but just acknowledge what's going on here. And if you do acknowledge this obstacle here, and start to kind of work through that, how might you feel at the end of the month? Interesting, we've got the King of Wands in reverse, and we've got the Lovers in reverse. So what this feels like to me, whatever, I hate to call it a game because it's not that, but so this energy here kind of feels like a mask, or you've been not representing yourself in the true light, especially if this is a relationship. And again, this could be a relationship that you have with work, whatever. There's a part of yourself that you've been trying to pretend like everything's okay. You're trying to pretend like you're okay with the way things are going, but you're really not. So at the end of the month, it feels like a weight is lifted off of your shoulder, and you are really relieved that you're not playing that game anymore. The King of Wands in reverse talks about manipulation. It can be a bullying type of an energy, but it's an abuse of power. And I feel like this is, and I think Capricorn, I think you know this, but this is really you kind of abusing yourself because you know you've been in a situation that is not healthy. You've known it for a while, but you've just been putting up with it, probably because it is comfortable. You know what to expect, and it's not something you've wanted to deal with. So it's time to deal with it. It's time to look at it. It's time to step out of this cycle, whatever this abuse or manipulation of power has been. You are the one that needs to put a stop to it and get out of it. And this, to me, doesn't feel like it might not be real obvious, but again, I feel like you know what it is. It's not like somebody is, beating you up or calling you names or, but it's a subtle, it's just an unhealthy situation. It's an unhealthy energy that you have been in for some time. And you've known that. And because you've known that, it's like you have been abusing yourself. I hope that makes sense. I'm not saying that, you're beating yourself up or anything like that. You've been stuck in a stagnant situation for too long. So by the end of the month, you're going to feel relieved. This doesn't, especially with the Lovers in reverse, this doesn't feel, it's not a conclusion. It's an acknowledgement. You might not know what your next step is going to be necessarily, but you have acknowledged and come to terms with what needs to end. And just having that knowing and acknowledging that for yourself is going to be very, I don't want to say uplifting, but it feels like a weight is lifted off of your shoulders. Because there's definitely been an imbalance in your life. The Lovers in reverse talks about an imbalance and a need for separation. It's disharmony. It's not having trust. It is, and maybe, you've not been trusting yourself, but you're stepping out of that abuse. Just sending you a lot of love, Capricorn. This does feel it does feel heavy, and it does feel like it's a big change that is coming to fruition, and that can be really unsettling. I think subconsciously you've known that this is going to happen for some time. You are ready for it, even though you might not like the discomfort that comes along with it. You are ready for this change. So really trust yourself, make yourself a priority, and want and expect more for yourself. Again, you're wanting to have this type of energy, feeling fulfilled, feeling satisfied, knowing that all of your needs are met, and knowing that you are bringing this energy in yourself. That feels really important, especially if you've given your power away to someone else and you've been feeling kind of powerless and overwhelmed and exhausted. This month you're taking your power back. All right, Capricorn, if you'd like to dive in deeper into your personal situation, the link to book a reading is down below. I'm wishing you a fantastic November, sending you a lot of love, and I'll talk to you real soon.